the choice was primarily on the points. Like, you didn't. I think very often enough I didn't care which one of them I had. It was based on like what I was doing with the rest of it. If that one point was real important, then I had to go Ayla, and I didn't get a choice in the matter. And if it wasn't important, then I can decide to go Yoda and see if the engine was worth it. And that's how it goes. But now you don't get choices. Now it's just like, am I going melee damage? Yes. Okay, Ayla. Am I trying to have like some ramp engine for whatever other shit? Yoda. Done.
All right, well, answer me this. Joe, best Ayla deck post-balance.
Ayla, Rose, Gungan Warrior.
Incorrect. Nick, best Ayla deck post-balance.
I mean, there's like a lot of things to try with Ayla. Like, Ayla
No, I want the best. No, I want the best. Which one do you think is the best?
The best?
Yes.
Oh man,
Make your bold prediction.
My bold prediction will be that I'm gonna keep talking until I figure it out, and that answer to the question that you just posed is that the answer, I believe, unequivocally, to be
wrong.
Stairs.
Oh, stairs with the shield. That was gonna be mine. Damn it. Okay.
You should
Fortify.
Stairs with a shield sounds really decent. All right, I'm gonna go crazy then, and I will say, Ayla. Yeah, I'll say Ayla Luke 2. Luke 3. Ayla Luke 3, not Luke 2. Ayla Luke 3 will be the best Ayla deck.
Ayla Cassian.
Here's
I thought that was what Nick was gonna say. I thought Nick was gonna go Cassian.
Yeah, well, Ayla Yoda built to last. Yeah.
Boom.
No.
Ayla Cannon built to last.
Yeah, with honed skills.
Then you got damage at least.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that anymore, right?
No.
Cannon, Yoda, and Ayla are the same cost.
13.
Oh, you said Kanan. I thought you said Cassian.
Yeah, Kanan.
Oh, Kanan.
He calls him Cannon, so it's all about the cannon. The cannon.
Cannon.
I thought you were mispronouncing Cassian.
No, he's just mispronouncing Kanan. Kanan.
Can't mispronounce what you don't know.
That's
Worcestershire sauce.
Oh my god.
Do you live in Worcester?
I do live in Worcester.
In Worcester.
Worcester.
All right. So next balance up on the poll here is Sabine. My girl Sabine hit to 21 points. Man, just that 1 point. They were like, you just can't do this with Ezra anymore. They saw how good she was with Ezra.
Yeah.
We'll say this, like, we've been on the forefront of the Sabine train ever since like it first came out, and Joe made those first videos about how broken running interference was going to be. Basically immediately getting that card eroded. I don't know. I think I'm bummed. I'm not bummed because I don't think I would have played her anymore. But yeah, I guess a lot of people are happy to see it. So seeing a lot of people want to play Sabine with Grand Entrance right now. So adding red and doing things like Rebel Trooper or maybe Clone Trooper. I was excited to play her with Poe before the balance. Obviously, I can't do that anymore. What do you guys think about this one? Happy, sad, don't care? Joe, why don't you start this time?
It makes justifiable sense. Like, I didn't care, but some people were just really upset about Sabine doing Sabine things, and like they just would not have any part of it. And what else do you do besides kick her to the curb? This one guy from the Hyperloops decided to go 9-0 at Worlds with her, and then just everything's okay, no problem. Just go 9-0. We're gonna roll out and nut people. Yeah. Get out of here.
I did roll triple threes on stream. That was probably my favorite moment from Worlds. It's just triple threes on the stream.
You do that, you kind of got to expect there to be some blowback of some ugly shit where people just don't get to roll out.
Yeah.
But now we got Bo-Katan.
Yeah, baby. Bo on the go. Nick, what do you think about Sabine's nerf?
I'm for it. I just think that obviously Ezra's too good. I think it's just too good to have Ezra and Sabine because you just get more money that way, and you're dicking over your opponents, and it's just just makes Sabine be more consistent with Never Tell Me the Odds, and Well, I guess
Yeah.
just never tell me the odds. No,
And if
I'll
you're
let you
not,
guys.
well, and jump too. But if you're not
Jump,
taking
yeah.
money, you're getting extra damage. It's just he was just the perfect support character for her to put her over the edge.
Yep. Now you have Jar Jar.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. I haven't tried it yet, but that's on the agenda for this week. Is to
That free reroll action.
I mean, it's not bad. I'm probably gonna write about it this week in my weekly column, talking about just how I'm approaching looking at my old decks, and I'll be getting some games for the tournament prep tier. We'll see how it goes. I don't have high hopes, but I'm not gonna not try it. I'll tell you that.
I like it.
Why are you making that face, Joe? What's wrong?
Jar Jar, man.
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar's so bad.
At what health cost would you say Jar Jar is good? 9? Would 9 be OP for Jar Jar?
No, I don't care about his health. I care about his die sides.
No, his dice suck. But I just like, at what point would you be like, all right, Jar Jar's good because of his health?
I don't care about health.
10.
We got him at 13, and I'd still like, yeah.
I'm not playing this guy.
His dice just don't do enough. Like, okay, so you take like indirect, and you take a resource, and after that, you're just like, how much do I hate my opponent? Like disrupt, discard.
I mean,
shield,
I'd be fine taking the shield or the discard, and the disrupt to be relevant.
Yeah, it just always feels like I'm playing hate sides, and I don't want any part of that. I want to further my game plan or kill you.
I mean, I saw Lawler playing solo Sabine with the plot this morning when I was just like jamming on TTS.
That's savage.
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty
like,
savage.
why not just play Jar
Reversal.
Jar? Jar Jar gets you the he gets you like easy dice to Lothcat. He can re-roll the opponent's dice. Easy dice to double cross. Perfect.
Reroll
Yeah,
your
some
own
people
dice.
were saying that the Sabine fix doesn't actually change things very much, as much as you would think it does.
Oh, that's
Rumble Trooper.
that's insane.
Granddad Treads.
I don't know if that's right, but
Yeah, we'll see.
no, because you rolling 2s on Ezra, like everyone I play always rolls like 2-2, and then
Yeah.
you roll Sabine, and you're just
It was
like,
always about 2 special. Because
Two
I was
special.
like, oh.
2 specials, the dream.
It was either spend the money or eat the die. If they ate
What
the
are you
die,
gonna
you took the
do?
resource.
Yeah.
It was just like, no.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, all right, never mind. I take back my my opinion. And I was just saying some people, and then I'm like thinking, oh yeah, like Ezra was such a dick because he was just like, he would always just roll like 3 damage, and you'd be like, oh great.
Yeah.
And Jar Jar can't do that.
Well, but the Jar Jar rerolls for Sabine are perfect, right? You resolve any of her damage, and Jar Jar rolls the ones that you don't hit damage on. It's like
No,
perfect.
unless Jar Jar hits the blank or the disrupt that's already showing.
He's not. He's all
Or the shield. Like,
all my
he
Jar
has
Jar
the 4
dice.
sides you don't want to see.
All my Jar Jar dice roll discard every time. Perfect scenario. Double discard.
Indirects.
Double discard. Reroll Sabine's dice. So best Sabine deck then. What's the best Sabine deck post nerf?
Sabine Rebel Trooper. Taking the easy way out.
Yeah, it's probably the easiest.
Now, could you do like a 16 Sabine with a 14?
You could, I guess, do like Sabine Cassian.
That'd be
Yep.
pretty dirty.
That'd be okay.
How do you not kill Cassian? Like the amount of damage he puts out over time. And then Sabine got suited.
Right.
Yep.
You just suit her up and do your thing. You could also like, I think Luke 2 sucks, but you could do Sabine Luke 2 because it gives you blue, which is Force Illusion, Hidden Motive. I mean, that's a good a reason as any to go blue.
Yeah, but I think if people go after Sabine, you're probably okay with it. With the secondary character like being kind of silly. But
I would think Cassian. I'm just spitballing here. I think Cassian would be the better 3 dice guy. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go to color, like blue's the color.
is it calling favors that card? Something like that?
Calling in favors. It's
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, calling in favors. Calling in favors and
Oh, here's
you can-
the hot. I have
you
a
can run
hot
that support that makes your events one less, so you just jam down 3-drop events.
Do those
free?
combo though?
They're both before, so they should. You can just stack them.
You could do calling in favors 1 die, Sabine, and Ezra 2 die.
It's not bad.
Elite Anakin.
All right.
Elite Anakin 2.
Last one to talk about for in the balance is Unkar Plut Still balanced, but got balanced to 11-14 from 12-15. I can't believe he was 12-15. That's so ridiculous.
We bitched about that for a while.
He's 11-14 now. Still can't be paired with Thrawn. Does this free Unkar, Nick? Is Unkar back?
He's on house arrest, so he's out of jail, but he can't leave the state, and he can't be stopped by the cops, or else he'll go back to jail. No, and I think it's, I don't know. I have no idea. You can do the Plut Pilots deck again.
Mm-hmm. You can't go back to Plut Pilots.
You can do Plut Pilots, or having the ability to do 2 random 8 cost characters with Unkar is like fine. I'm sure there's like a 16. You could do like Unkar and like some 16-point character.
DJ.
Oh, EJ, yeah.
Tarkin.
Boba.
People are talking about Afra.
Maul.
Unkar Maul.
God.
So real quick fun fact, did you guys know, but Nick might have known this because Nick has known me a long time, but my job used to be to monitor people on ankle bracelets for the Massachusetts Department of Probation.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I did that for 3 years before I became a teacher. Okay, fun fact over. I streamed yesterday with Unkar Snoke, Profitable Connection, to get like a first round blackmail out. It was pretty cool. Blackmail just seemed like everyone always had money. I thought like more decks would be bankrupt, but everyone always just had money to pay off my blackmails, so that blew. And I realized I wasn't playing with prize possession, but I was routinely getting buyouts for 12 and 13, like no problem. So that was pretty savage. It was the longevity. I wanted to do Tarkin, but red yellow just has such bad mitigation. I wanted things like overconfidence and hidden motive and force illusion to and mind trick to like be able to disrupt more mass, like on a larger scale, or for cheaper. But I did not get there. So is there a good Unkar deck out there? Does it exist?
Unkar
New Jabba.
Unkar Jabba is a thing. I mean,
that 2 resource sets.
People were
but you could do that before.
Right,
oh, you mean the new
Jabba?
New Jabba.
New Jabba.
But those 2 special sides are so butt for Unkar's ability.
Don't you think that they're more hut?
Hut in the butt. I want to do it in your hut. In your hut.
Oh, so this is the new thing that we're gonna try to start. Is we're gonna have, I think we're gonna have a Bunta Eve. For Star Wars is gonna be the new holiday.
Okay. Are we gonna celebrate this at Gen Con?
Yeah, we could do it at Gen Con. And it's I don't know if you're familiar with Bunta Eve is, Mike. Maybe you do know because it's you're kind of the master of this, but it's the Hutts were celebrating
their takeover, right? Their dominance over the Outer Rim. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. Oh man, you just said something that reminded me of something ridiculous that we were talking about while we were opening packs because we were trying to figure out what Bunta Eve is, but. Anyways, Bunta Eve.
Bunta Eve. You celebrating it at Gen Con. Should we rent out a bar again?
We should. Bunta Eve.
I just want to see Joe's face when I talk about spending $1,000 on alcohol. Let's do it.
Maybe we'll do it for Worlds again.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and alcohol.
Or you mentioned the day
There's
that
no question about it going down. It's happening at Worlds.
It's definitely happening at Worlds. Well, we should all go out and have fun at Gen Con.
Oh yeah. So over under on how many steak and shakes? How many times Joe goes to Steak and Shake?
How long are we going? Wednesday to Sunday? I'll say 7.5 is the over under.
Yeah, because I think two per, so 7. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think
you guys going the number of times we stop there, or the number of shakes they have?
Oh, shakes way higher. Way higher, because you'll have a new Patreon tier where like people bring you shakes for a free coaching session, something like that. Congratulations to you two, by the way. We went over 300 subscribers yesterday or today, maybe this morning.
Woo!
That's a big feat.
Awesome.
We fluctuated in and out actually. Like we've had people like congratulating me for like the last week.
We never went over 300, but I was it's a pretty big milestone. I know like the Patreon of like the X-Wing podcast that's most equivalent to us, like their big goal for the summer was 300. I don't know if they got there because all their stuff is like blocked now. But yeah, we hit 300s. Is a big deal. Anything else about the balances before we run to store champs? Talk about store championships.
I don't
Overall,
know.
like, it's a weird thing, right? Because it's happening at the onset of a new meta because we're getting all these new cards. So it's hard to say. Like, these decks were likely going to be disrupted anyway. There's a lot more hate for Sabine right now with Suppressive Fire and multiple cards that pull things out of your discard pile. There's a little bit of a power creep to maybe push Ayla out as the best secondary character between like Luke 2 is a good middle character and Cassian being so strong. And then just a push for you to go villain again with Price and Snoke. So I don't know. It's weird to say that like these decks will go away because they already were going to go away. But I do think it just adds another level of we can't fall back on the things that we've been doing over the last few months, most of us.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that 100% because you said it perfectly. The metagame is going to change like drastically. Like this set is just insane. There's just so many cards that are so powerful, and we don't really know how it's going to shake out. And I could definitely see a world where, drive-by shooting is still good because it's sort of like it does sort of its own thing. But there is, Joe will tell you want to like try to do some Rose Yoda thing maybe with that new card that's really silly. I'm blanking on the name.
Speeder?
The Crate Speeder is so good.
The Crate Speeder.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that card. Someone got that third in draft today because the two people were not red.
I know.
And then Mike Murphy was like, I can't believe it. Oh my god. And I was like, dude, we're not red. Like, we're not gonna hate this.
If that ever hits the resource, it's just like, oh, Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit the resource against me, and I was just like, are you kidding me? It's like first roll. Nice life.
My Fang Fighter today rolled so many threes, and my Lobot rolled so many specials today. It was.
Oh, you rolled 3 specials in a row with Lobot.
Yeah, against you, and I still lost. So get fucked. Ouch. Ouch, the burn. All right, let's talk about some store champs.
They're at 295, by the way.
295, so we beat them. Yeah, we've been crushing them for a while. So I want to shout out my boy Outrun, who's on our tournament team, Hyperloops tournament team. He ran Cad Snoke, which I'd been running all week and working on a little bit. I'd played against him a couple times. He ran a list pretty close to mine, just a couple cards off. Cad Snoke, pretty silly when you can roll that discard 4 side. And then obviously, if you can do 4 or 5 damage just with 1 die, you don't even really need. The only thing that's kind of a non-bow is that when you do roll, like, you're not on odds to hit 2 damage sides. He's only got 2 damage sides himself. So if you're using his die to use Snoke's power action to deal 4 or 5, and then you roll like a +2 with the gun that you just played, you don't easily get that second. You don't get to take advantage of your gun as much. I find it's like just sort of a non-bow. You don't have to use the power action every time. You can also use it for the shield side if that's your other die, and link it to the gun side. But I do think the deck is pretty strong. I've been pretty happy with it.
Yeah, the mods are tough with the guns because you do want to you do want to Snoke that. 4 of the 6 sides are really good to Snoke, right? Like the discard, the 2 guns, and the discard are pretty good. The discard can be situational. Like we played some games today where you never did it to me, and like sometimes you could have, but it just wasn't going to be as good as like just re-rolling for damage. So it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
So there are situations where it's not good, but generally guns are always going to be good, and resources earlier are good. So it's pretty good. It's just, yeah, like you said, like all the guns are just worse than the sabers, and a lot of the guns have modifiers, and you need to pair them. So if you get there was a situation I think today where you did roll, you had to like decide whether or not you wanted to resolve a bunch of damage to kill my guy or just use Snoke and then kill my guy on the next turn, and that's
right. But then I've got to like leave the dice out, and if obviously there's situations where if you Philp, you know what you have, and it doesn't matter. But I think having played it a lot this week, I would link the modified side, and then try and use the Snoke to either get 3 shields or discard their hand, or maybe get 3 resources. Always great for Cad. So what else won this week? Thrawn Snoke, right? Thrawn Snoke got one.
I believe Thrawn Snoke got one, and Kylo Price.
Crap.
Crap.
Kylo crap.
I'm surprised by that, but I haven't played. I played that deck a little bit. It just felt a little underpowered.
Really? I feel the
compared to
opposite.
something else.
I feel it looks so strong. Kylo's so strong. His health is so high. And when when you have the battlefield and Arinda can turn his dice or her own dice to 3 melee, it's just so damn good. It's just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get that.
The only thing I'd like to see tried with it, and I haven't seen this, is like a holocron version with her. Because then you don't need the battlefield for her to go off.
Yeah, it's just that holocron starts like taking up deck slots and kind of making it more like clunky. You'll have those like broken situations, but you'll also have just the severe clunky ones. And you could also potentially put yourself in the worst easy picking situations. Because it's kind of like when you put force speed on Yoda. You're like, oh, I hit both specials, and then you get easy pick, and you're like, well, fuck you.
More like, fuck me. Yeah. No, I hear that. It's just, I don't know. I just think that pairing's pretty strong. It seems good to me. It just seems very, like, I think it's slightly better than Dooku Talzin, but I don't know.
Yeah, Dooku did not show up this weekend, but I think that's a product of more people doing things that they were more comfortable with.
Yeah.
So Kylo's pretty comfortable, and I think people are just excited for Snoke.
Mm-hmm.
So they just kind of wanted to run Snoke, and he's sweet, obviously. And so I like Dooku a lot, honestly, but it's just I don't know where to put him. But his die is really good. His ability is really good.
His
it's
ability
just maybe
is
just like,
ridiculous. If you play against another melee deck, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think that's going to happen quite often. And I think that the Kylo crap might just be better than Dooku X, so that's like the thing that might hold him back.
Well, Dooku's in a bad spot just because Kylo, like, Dooku will be mono blue to be like a real solid 4-die deck. Like, outside of Talzin, all of the other elite 12-point or less are pretty janky. Like, you've got Mazid, Bala, Sienna, like, those range sides just don't go together, and then you've got modified on their dice. So, like, Talzin's like, all right, well, all my stuff space. I've got to focus on a discard. These are great. But the question is, do you start going the full crazy, like, I'm all odds to get my focus? And I think because Dooku can self-focus, you need to kind of reel that back and have access to your evens, your zeros, your ancients. So maybe even just 50-50 with Talzin seems like it'd be good enough. There are enough opposing decks that have odds. Garrett's hero decks, you could literally just call their deck and screw with their shit all the time. And I think some crystals, and you're good to go. Like, I played like 3 or 4 games with my version. I only had 15-15 even an odd split. And like 50-50 on the Talzin ability was good by me. As soon as the crystal came down, I would just peek at mine and be like, nope, gonna go peek at yours. Let's go mess this die up. It's blank. Now re-roll because you're afraid to feel your anger.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, and also, like, the only thing you really need out of Dooku's partner is for them to carry that force speed so they can, they can roll him out and chain and, like, turn his die and resolve it instantly if that's what you need to do.
Different stuff going on. It'll probably get figured at some point, but it really does mess with those beautiful, ancient +3 rolls and stuff. And with Dagger of Mortis and all that, you got real solid redeploys now.
Mm-hmm.
So Heirloom plus Dagger, like, Dooku's good to go as far as a super suit. That shifts over to Talzin after. So we'll see what ends up happening there. But so I think Thrawn Snoke didn't win. I think that was someone who made Top Cut and failed. They might have got like second. But drive-by shooting did win. And I think South Carolina.
Someone on TTS told me their friend won with Thrawn Snoke, but I mean, there's probably store championships happening all over the place that we haven't heard about. There's so many. J-Mag won one today with his 5-dice villain deck. He only made one change after Worlds. He said he played two triple threats. He said it was amazing.
He's a crazy guy.
Triple threat costs 1 and rerolls 3 dice, and then you turn
3 character dice.
3 character dice. And then you can focus 1 after.
You can focus one of those 3 character dice after, yeah.
Yep. And you can reroll their character dice too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Eh?
I played Propel today in draft, and it was pretty dope. Turn a character, turn an upgrade, turn a support die. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, you did use that card. That card was sweet.
Yeah, it was really sweet. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I played it in all my games.
I actually did play Triple Threat in my deck, but I realized that it wasn't good.
Well, yeah, probably better when you have 5 insane dice, like 5 dice villain.
Right, yeah. Well, I was imagining situations where you like had two good dice, and then you'd reroll one of yours, and that sort of situation. But that didn't come up.
Gotcha.
Ever.
If we had, go ahead.
I would say Underhanded Tactic is one of those cards you could have had in his deck that would be real strong, because it cost 1 and it had +1 range, +1 ranged. The discard you could ignore. Special. The specials did 1 indirect, and then you could resolve another one of your dice. So like that seems like it would have been a solid place in his deck as far as it costs 1. 4 of the 6 sides are going to get me 1 damage, and it's great attrition card there, and builds up with pretty much anything he's doing overall.
Yeah, you're right. That sounds like a perfect card for his deck. He wants to play 1 cost upgrades. It has 4 damage sides. It lets you, resolve specials and resolve, whatever else, damage, whatever. And it's going to discard side to boot, which is never bad. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Good call.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure Frightens did a lot of work for him when he won.
Yeah, seriously.
Cards, I'm always in fear of that card.
So, Store Championships next weekend, what are you taking? If it were today, but it's really, obviously, with the balance next week, what would you take?
I'm not playing next week. I'm playing the week after.
This is a hypothetical situation where I'm asking you, if you had to pack your deck right now, what would you pack?
What would I pack?
Rose, Anakin, Gungan.
Rose, Anakin, Gungan. You heard it here first, guys.
Elite Rose.
Elite Rose and 3 dudes.
Anakin 2, Gungan. 4 wide, 5 die. Let's go.
Gungans don't have. Do Gungans have resource sides?
Yeah, it's 1 melee, 2 indirect, shield resource.
Yeah, their die is actually kind of fire for 6 points.
Yeah, that's not pretty good.
And Anakin's gonna roll you a resource, 50% of the time. So.
And he's gonna fix my pod racer to 2 indirect.
Yeah, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna stay alive without blue?
I got 4 dudes.
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah, you just need to grind, man.
Just grind so hard.
Just drop pickings every game.
All the
it's 2 health. It's 2 health more than Ayla, Rose, Anakin.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Yeah. And it's like, I feel in this deck also, like Rose now is like, before you would like do the thing where you would like, I'll go after the yellow character, but now Rose is just like so much better. So it's just like, okay, do you want to do that? All right, well, I'm just going to machine gun you with Rose, and
Rose
you're going to be real sad.
The crate speeder is just going to be absolutely busted.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun.
All right, Nick, what do you?
Shit guys, the garbage chute.
What are you packing, buddy?
Well, that sounds good, Rose. No, I don't know, man. I played Luke. So I'm going to be writing about this week. Building with Luke 3. So, because Luke 3 is fan favorite, everyone loves Luke, and he's also very strong. So perfect thing for an article, and also perfect thing to investigate before Store Champs. Mm-hmm. So I played Yoda Luke against Bobby and against Andy, and I think I went like 50-50 in my games. Like I went 2-2, but games are all super close. Actually, I would say the games I won were not close, and the games that I lost were pretty close. So, take that for what it's worth.
I was blown away by your ability to do damage. Like your ability to kill a Cad Bane with 2 shields on him, by the end of round 2 was insane to me. You get a little lucky. I doubted your one with the force die when like there was nothing to focus it to, and you still rolled the 3. But still, there's still a lot of like I said, being able to deal that much damage was shocking to me. I thought there was no chance Cad was going to not untap for round 3.
Yeah, and I think also one of the things is just, Snoke, you're dealing damage with Snoke too, so it's virtually, even if it's 14, it's kind of a 12 health.
Sure,
So,
you're right.
So, but yeah, Luke's die is insane, like real good. the 2 shields is really flexible because sometimes you can take the 2 shields against certain decks. Obviously, resolving for 2 damage is great. And
Right.
You'll do that most of the time. And pairing with Ancients, because, I have an Ancient die that just only rolls 3s, and that's great. So.
I'm definitely borrowing that for Gen Con.
Yeah. Oh, I'm probably going to play it.
No way.
I mean,
you're gonna be playing crate speeders.
I'll lend you mine.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna do a lot of work on loop decks. Maybe a little bit, probably a lot tomorrow, and then article will come out Tuesday or Wednesday, I'd imagine. So a Luke deck, Luke Yoda maybe.
Yeah.
Luke. What's her face? Ayla, Luke Ayla, or Luke Ray too.
Yeah, I think all those sound good. I was pretty impressed by Luke. Every time I go to build with him, because you want to be doing, it's hard for me to get off the Shoto package. It's hard for me to say, anything I'm going to do is going to be better than Shoto's. But, yeah, I don't know. Luke showed me up. There was some good shit in there.
Luke Poe also could be a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're going to find a red character, that would probably be where you looked. Luke Cassian can also be a thing. Luke.
Oh yeah, Luke Cassian for sure. Yeah.
Luke 2 Gungans and Profitable Connection. Joe, is that where your head's at? For those who aren't watching the YouTube version, Joe's holding up his phone with his window, his background image on his phone is the Gungan warrior. How does Carla feel about that? Every time
the background image. I pulled it up on the phone.
Yeah, right. Excuses. I'd probably be living the memes if I had a store championship this weekend that I was going to. I would probably, if you take a screen cap of the browser, the web address is still there. I would probably run the Sabine Jar Jar memes. But I also maybe would run stairs with a shield, or maybe even Plo Padawans, just because I kind of shit on that deck a little bit, but it does seem strong in games I've watched people play. So probably somewhere around there. But I do kind of, yeah, I kind of want to run Luke and his lightning rod. So I don't know, something like that.
Luke, a Padawan, and an Anakin.
I think lightning rods might be a trap. It's not a weapon.
I know, but that's what
and
I
it
mean.
It doesn't redeploy.
It redeploys if you got built to last.
Yeah, baby.
That's true. No, does it?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it's uniques, right?
It's unique,
all uniques. Yep. Okay. Well, yeah. In that deck, that seems good. So yeah. So also Luke, Ezra built to last, maybe.
Yep.
And you're just not using Luke's ability though.
Yeah, or Ayla Kanan built to last.
There's so many things.
There's so many things now. There's so many things with 5 sets. It's going to be crazy when there's 6 sets. Oh, my God. All right. Anything else to mention about store championships before we move on? Talk about a little bit about Gen Con before we go?
Nope. Wish they had better prizes, though. If they gave boxes from FFG to the store to give to the winners, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Intent.
Yeah, they need to do something to improve the prizes rather. Mats are cool. Top 4 mat, I'm never gonna complain about a top 4 mat. I like that the trophies are mats. No plaques this year. But yeah, there's got to be an incentive for people to go play. And getting new cards, especially for people who are more casual and they want the store championships to be casual, to make boxes and packs part of that prize pool would be so big for getting people out there. I don't know. I agree with you. I wish the prizes were better, and product is a good way to do prizes. And from the advent of CCG tournaments, product has been a prize ever since. So
I mean, stores can do that, right? Or they can't.
No, they can't.
Can they add...
Stores can do whatever, but then are they charging more money to do it? Are they charging more money and then actually doing it? Are they charging more money and pocketing it? Are they because you start to bring up more questions. So it's a $10 store champ turns into $20, and now all right, are they giving $10 worth of packs out? Is someone butthurt about it? What's going on? You can avoid a lot of this from FFG's point. I don't know. I played Naruto, who was done by Bandai, and our versions of store champs were essentially 2 boxes for first, a box for second, half a box for third and fourth, quarter box for 5 through 8, and it was guaranteed. no matter how many people we had. So it was pretty much just sick all the time. Like you'd go in, you may not even have anything. You bought the specific cards you needed. You got to play. Like you did well. And all of a sudden, like you got half a box. You got a box. You got more stuff. You're more into the game. The people who were good were give stuff away a lot of the time because they just don't need it after they have boxes and boxes of crap. But whatevs. It's life. FFG is known for not being the greatest, and we'll just bitch and moan a lot for no reason, and it's not going to change. So let's mini vent and move on. Woo.
I will say this set I think is really sweet. I'm very happy with the design. I think the designing side of FFG is excellent, and then the organized play and player outreach, just a lot of other things are could be better. But design, Jeremy, you're doing a good job, buddy.
Yeah, you're the man, Jeremy.
All right, Lucas.
Lucas.
I was going to, but I think we need to end this.
And the memes. Lucas doesn't work at FFG anymore.
Wasn't this the last set he touched?
Yeah, I guess this was the last one. Yeah. All right, Gen Con. Speaking of prizes, Gen Con prizes are a little medium. I do like the two-sided Kylo Ray, though that's a cool one. I think a lot of people will appreciate that one. More resource sides, Spot Gloss Doc Afro, that's pretty cool, I guess, if you're an Afro fan. Yeah, I don't know. And then, obviously, they did do plaques this time, which, hooray.
I like the glass thing I got last time.
I think they're doing the glass thing as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a plaque for the finalist and the glass thing for the champion. Yeah, I don't know. So we're a month out. I feel pretty rough. Like, I don't feel good about Gen Con at all. I don't know what to play. I don't even know what. It's like there's too many cards. I don't know how to narrow it down. I know I'll get there, but like looking at it, it's just like seems like such a daunting task over the next month to try and figure out.
We'll figure it out in the last week. I think my biggest concern is that it's not an event on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's on Thursday. Day one is Thursday. So it's not like we get to show up, get a grind session for a day and then go in. We show up and have to have already been ready and get off like the flights, sleep, and be good to go to the next day. And that's not going to be real pretty.
Nope, definitely not.
Because, there were def adjustments that happened between Gen Con and the money events prior to Gen Con last year. So I'm hoping I'm ready enough because there was also many, many days of testing. Or like that one day of testing before Worlds, and I changed my deck a lot. So I don't like it. Damn you, FFG. Damn you. Curse you.
It might not. It might. To be fair, it might be like a Gen Con thing and not an FFG thing. But I don't know.
It's an FFG thing.
Is it? Do they decide what? Do they decide what day?
They can schedule it any way they want. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they put X-Wing in the premier spot. I think.
Of course.
Bobo, would you know? Is X-Wing on like the good days?
It's Friday, Saturday. So I guess that's the good day. At least we're not stuck playing D2 on Sunday. That's the worst. Like that's I hated that about Worlds. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Gen Con. It's kind of cool because like we just saw everyone a couple months ago. Although it seems like we just were at Worlds. Like doesn't Worlds seem so short such a short time ago, but it was really 2 whole months. And so we
go to work.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, 3 months later, we're gonna see everyone again. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully, a lot of people show up. Your boy Tiny's gonna be there.
That's your boy.
If you say so. Sounds like your boy.
Hey, he's everyone's friend.
He is a friend to all. He's a great upstanding member of the community, and he 6-0'd a Trilogy GQ this past week, so it's cool. Congratulations to him. He's queued for Worlds before I am.
I thought about him today because as I drove by a liquor store called Tiny's Liquors, and I was like, oh, that should be something that he should get into.
You should get into liquors. All right, so this is a pretty short one for us. I think we're well under an hour. We might even be we're only at 40 minutes, so it's kind of great. Short and sweet. I know, like it's just beginning. Like with the balance is just happening. We're just starting to build our decks and mess around with them. There's a lot of work to be done, and that's pretty much where we'll be. Making videos and grinding games over the next month to get ready for Gen Con. And Nick, I think you said you wanted to do one more podcast before Gen Con, so we'll try and get that popping as well.
Yeah, I'm upset that I'm kind of upset from the perspective of Ayla getting nerfed because I was working on Poela, and that was like 75% of my testing and be like, oh, I like this deck, and like, let's work on it because I think there's something there, and
Yeah, murder it.
murder it, and like, okay, well,
Any parting thoughts, Joe?
Yeah, was there a church next to the liquor store?
maybe.
I don't know, man. Where we come from, if there's a liquor store, there's usually a church next to it.
Good to know. Just Google it. Google Maps it.
You know, I think there was a gas station next to it, though. That actually sounds kind of familiar.
Well, that sounds about right. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the gas station was attached to the liquor store. What? You guys never went to like the discount liquor stores at the gas station too?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if in the state you can do that. In other states, they definitely
In
have.
Beverly, there's a liquor store with a gas station.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, why not? Why not do the the best of all halls?
Well, they got to be open late, right? They have a section they like cordon off after like whatever that time is. They can't sell liquor anymore.
In Canada, somewhere there's a laundromat / bar called Suds.
Sounds easy. A laundromat I went to in New Orleans. Well, a bar I went to in New Orleans after Katrina had laundry units in it, like coin-operated laundry in it. Our washing machines were destroyed in the hurricane. Like the house we lived in didn't have laundry, so we would go to Le Bon Temps Rouet and do our laundry and have drinks. It was fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it's about as much fun as you could have in January of post-Katrina New Orleans when nothing worked. But yeah, fun times by all. All right, I think that's it. You guys have anything else? Shall we go?
Happy Bunta's Eve.
Happy Bunta's Eve. See you in Gen Con.
See you in Gen Con.
All right, Loops.
I don't know.
Out.
All right.
If you want to do something at Gen Con, let us know. Get-togethers, baby.
Yeah,
Get-togethers.
let's work on organizing that this week.
Because I think Saturday night we don't do shit.
Well, one of us has something to do Saturday night.
Trilogy?
No, I'm flying
Is it
home
X-Men?
Saturday night, baby.
Oh, you are.
I took the Saturday flight.
You hobo.
Let's party Friday. All right.
Bobo the hobo.
We out.
Hobo the hobo.
Bye.
3, 2, 1.
Can you say deuces so I can stop the recording?
No. Deuces.